what happened was, we were friends for the longest of time, and and this person was about to get married. The boyfriend proposed and whatnot and whatnot. Ne. Sharp. And this specific day, we were busy with rehearsals, even because I was going to be a bridesmaid at her wedding. So Tina, we were busy with rehearsals for the dance. You know those dances that they do at the weddings when you come in and whatnot. Sharp. We were busy with it. And then we decided we wanted to go out. Sharp, we went out. We decided, no, we'll go clubbing. We went out. And when we got there, it was nice. Her boyfriend picked us up. We went there to the club and everything was fine. Sharp. Until she went out to do something. She went out to do something every now and then. Right, let me just say she went out to smoke. Sharp. And the boyfriend also stayed. He didn't go home. He stayed with us. He was vibing with us. The fiance, not the boyfriend, because now it wasn't boyfriend and girlfriend anymore. Now things were more serious. It was the fiance, and then he was enjoying himself. We were enjoying ourselves. Sharp. Now Mugai starts talking to me. Mind you, we know each other. We've been knowing each other. We've had conversations and everything. Sharp. So we are not new to each other or whatever. We are used to each other. But Askis, we never had like conversations, like long conversations or whatever. Probably like once or twice, but most of the time I would get to their place, I would say hi, and then I would go about my business with my friend, of course. So this specific night he was talking to me. Sharp. I can't even remember what the conversations were about, but it wasn't heavy stuff. It was just like, so how you've been, what, guys. Let me bring you also in on the fact that at the time I was going through the most in terms of romantic relationships. Um, I had just I had just broken up with someone that I was dating for the longest of time, and the breakup wasn't cute. It wasn't nice, so I was going through the most. That breakup was like police, everything. Sharp. So obviously my friend knew about this, sharp. So I was going through the most at the time. But personally, I feel like I was dealing with it fine. I wasn't a damsel in distress or anything like that. I was fine. Um, but I was dealing with a lot. So he was asking me. Now I remember what the conversations were about. He was asking me how I am. Am I seeing anyone? He heard that I was going through a breakup with the boyfriend that I used to date and whatnot and whatnot. And already I'm like, okay, fine. Sometimes we talk to our partners about what is happening in our friends' lives. And guys, this shouldn't even be happening. We shouldn't be doing that, but we do. Yeah. Sharp. So he was asking me about that, and I told him no, everything is fine. And no, I'm not seeing someone. Sharp. Sinning, he's asking for my numbers. Right. Now I'm here thinking, okay, fine. Maybe he's planning something for her, like a surprise, something, yeah. So maybe he wants us to talk about that. Because I've had friends in the past that the boyfriend spoke to me in terms of I like a baby shower or something, and we spoke about it, and no funny business. So I assumed, okay, fine, same thing going on here, no funny business. Sharp. Now at the time I didn't know my phone number, so I took out my phone, trying to tell this trying to like give him my numbers now. So I took out my phone. At the time my friend is not in the club, she went out now to smoke, but the cousin is there. She's like right next to me, but obviously in a club there's ha ha ha, there's a noise, so I'm constantly, I have to, okay, yeah, okay, here's my number. Then I took out my phone. Sharp. When I took out my phone, my friend came walking in. I didn't see her because, I wasn't paying attention to her or coming in, walking in, because in terms of me, guys, nothing funny was happening. You understand? Sharp. I take out my phone, and then I want to give my number now to Mugai. Let me say John for the sake of not mentioning names. Now I want to give my numbers to John now. Now John has his phone in his hand, and he's supposed to take my numbers now. Hey, John locks his phone and puts it in his pocket. So I'm like, okay, why are you putting your phone in your pocket? And just when I was asking him, my friend walked in, like she's now with us. So I'm like, okay, fine. This is a surprise. She's not supposed to know anything. So sharp. The night continues. After that, what happened? Guys, this happened some time ago, so I have to think about specifics that happened. But I know that something else happened, because I know I was constantly trying to to make myself see something else, from what was actually happening. I was trying to be like, man, it's not that, it's something else. I was constantly trying to tell myself this is not happening. Sharp. I think the second thing was, I don't want to say I think, because I don't want to talk about things that I'm not sure of. But there is something else that happened, like the second thing, because I know it was like the third time. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Sharp. Right, and then we continued with the night. My friend went out again to smoke. It continues now, the conversation continues, but I don't know, guys, have you ever been in a situation where you started to feel uncomfortable, like this person is not doing something, he's doing it like, but you already see this is going to ooh, guys, I can laugh about this now, but at the time it wasn't a joke. Sharp. So then we come to the end of the night. We have to leave now. We have to go. Sharp. Then we left. Let me tell you, I was drinking, man. I was drinking, but I was not drunk. I was not like, I was 110% aware of my surroundings. Remember, I'm still trying to not see this funny things as funny. So now we leave the club, and we are walking like in a line, because it's not really packed. So I don't even know why we were walking like that, but it wasn't packed. It was full, but it wasn't like So now this person is walking behind me, and then it's him, then it's me, then it's my friend's cousin, then it's my friend and her other friend walking like way in front, because I don't know why, but okay. Sharp, they were walking way in front and we were coming behind them. And this person was still also talking to a friend because he was busy with a friend also, like a guy friend. So we walked. Sharp. Guys, and then I felt this person's hand on my back. Okay. And I was like, because now I want to shout at, because I thought, I didn't see that this was the person behind me. I thought that maybe it's just a random guy in the club or whatever. So I turned around with that, to ask you, hey, when's that? When I turn around, guys, it's this person. And then I froze. I just stood there and I turned around. I looked at him. I was looking to the person now because I didn't know it was him. And then bam, I'm looking into this person's face and I see, like, I couldn't say anything. I couldn't say, what are you doing? And he was also not saying anything like askis or something. Nothing. And then I turned around and I walked faster. I remember I walked very, very fast because I wanted to catch up now with my friend who was in front of the cousin who was in front of me. Sharp. So now we had to go home. Get in the car. They're taking me home now. I have to be dropped first because of the way we stay. Sharp. Now we are in the car. This person is asking, who is he dropping first? By that time, I'm sitting and this thing is in my head, like, what just happened? I'm still fighting with this thing. And then I responded and I said, I have to be dropped first, obviously. Sharp. We get to my place and then I got out of the car. I remember getting out of the car. And he said, but now he was speaking in Setswana. He was saying that I am kitagile, I'm drunk, I'm sloshed. And I said, I am not, I got out of the car because I feel like when after everything, when I thought of this, I feel like, or I felt like he was already doing things to say that, she was drunk. Sharp. Should I say something to my friend or whatever? And then also this thing about asking who should be dropped first, because any person in their normal mind knows that the person who is not sleeping with you guys at your house should be dropped first, and then you guys all go one direction to where you are going, because they were not staying together at the time, but they were staying very close to each other. So they stay in one direction and I am this side. So why would it make sense for him to go there and then come back and drop me and then go there again? Again, I felt like maybe you are reading too much into this. Sharp. Got out of the car, I opened my gate, I went in the yard, and then I cried. Then I cried because I felt like I failed myself because I didn't say anything. Out of the fact that I didn't want to cause a scene. I didn't want to seem like I'm drunk, because that is what I was thinking at the time. People are just going to say you acting stupid because you're drunk. I wanted to be taken seriously, but I didn't understand that the fact that I didn't say anything at the time could also have the same response anyway. So I just cried, I cried, and then I called a friend of mine, and then she didn't answer, and then I sent her a message. I sent her a message because I wanted her to get back to me the next day when she got that message. And it wasn't even that late because I remember we left the club at about 11 and then we came home sharp. So the next morning my friend called me. She called me back and she was like, your text told me that something was happening, and I didn't say anything in the text. I just told her that she should call me the next day. I want to talk to her. And she told me that in the message, and I was texting, I wasn't sending a voice note. In the message, your tone bothered me. This is why I'm calling this early in the morning, because I want to know what's going on sharp. Then I'm like, yeah, bruh, something happened last night, and I know it might not be a big deal to someone else, but it's a big deal to me, and I think it would be a big deal to my friendship with our other friend sharp. And she said no, it's fine. And then I asked her, can you come over to my place, because I just need someone. I need to talk to someone who is not part of this. She is actually, but she wasn't, because she wasn't with us. And then she said no, it's fine, she'll come later that day. And then she came and I asked her and I told her what happened and I explained to her what happened. And she asked me what I wanted to do, and I told her that I want to tell my friend. And I know that she won't leave her partner. This is not for her to leave her partner or to have a fight with him or whatever. But a part of me also wants her to know the kind of guy that she's getting married to. I would not, it would not sit well with me if I had to say nothing and then she marries this person, and then when things start happening in the marriage and she confides in me, and then I still have this thing that I haven't told her, right? So I told my friend, I want to tell her, but I am so scared of what her reaction is going to be, because these people are getting married. And my friend told me, no, it's my decision. It's my decision, but she is supporting me in whatever I'm going to decide. And she believes what I'm saying. She believes me, right? So then I decided, okay, fine, let me call my friend. And then I asked her to speak to her. So then I didn't call her. I sent her a message. I texted her. I told her that if she's not busy that day, can we talk? Can she come over to my place? And then she said, yeah, it's not an issue. Sure. Later that day, she came. She came to my place and we spoke. Guys, we spoke, and the thing is, she came with the fiance. So when she came in, she was already in defense mode. And then I told her, no, the person that I am not a fighter. I don't fight with people. I believe that you can resolve anything. I would only fight you if you really have to do something in order for me to fight you, but I don't just go around fighting with people. Sharp. And so she came with the fiance, and then I asked her, can I talk to you alone? And she said, no, her fiance has something that he wants to say. And I said, but I didn't call him to my house to come and say something to me. And she responded that he told her what had happened. And I said, okay, fine. Let's hear what he has to say. And then he came in and he said, no, he is apologizing. He is apologizing for what happened. It was an accident. Don't. And I said, okay, are you done? And then he said, yes, he's done. And then I asked, can you leave? And he said, yes. And then he went out. And they came with their child as well. Okay. And then he went outside. My other friend was outside. And then I called my friend in because I didn't want to talk to this friend of mine alone. I don't know why, but I needed someone else to be there. Oh yeah. Oh guys. And then I am so bloated. And then I told my friend that I saw how you came in here, and I know that you are probably angry. I don't know angry at who, but I can see that. But I want you to calm down, because what I am about to say to you is not a fight. And this is about the friend that I am to you. And we have known each other for the longest of time. And I would like to think that you understand, or you know that I wish nothing bad for you, and I want you to be happy all the time. I would never do something on purpose to compromise your happiness. Sharp. And then she said no, she understands and she knows that. And I asked her that when she's listening to me, she shouldn't listen from a place of anger or defense or with too much on her mind. And she said, yeah, it's fine, she's going to do that. Sharp. And then I started talking to her and I told her what happened. I told her step by step. And then she said, yeah, it's fine. And she said that she believes me. She had her reasons for believing me, obviously. And then we just spoke. And I even told her that, an accident happens like this, or like when you bump into someone. When you bump into someone, the immediate thing that you do is you say, "Askis, sorry." That is what any human being automatically does when they bump into you. You understand? And nothing. This person didn't say that, and this is your friend's butt, and how does your hand end up there? And it's not like you just brushed off me, like you took my butt into your hands. Sharp. And her and I, we spoke, and then we cried that day. And she called him in, And she asked him in front of me, why were you doing this? Why did you ask for her numbers? Why did you do for the number thing? He couldn't answer because I honestly thought that maybe it's for a surprise or something. But when you know, when someone is guilty, when they are caught off guard, they can't lie at the time. Like if they knew what the questions were going to be, they would have prepared something. But I think, I'm so sorry, guys. I think because he thought that I was drunk, I didn't remember all the other things. So he didn't prepare himself to answer those things. And he couldn't answer when she asked him. And it was evident that he was lying. And I made it clear. Now I made it clear to him that I want nothing to do with you. And I don't respect you as a man anymore. You are my friend's partner, and that is fine. But you should understand that I will never feel comfortable in your space as a woman and you as a man ever again. I don't trust you with myself. Sharp. And he apologized. And I said, what exactly are you apologizing for? Because you are saying that it's a mistake, you made a mistake. So what are you apologizing for? And I didn't even tell my friend that this is what I wanted to talk to her about. If this wasn't as deep to you, like if it was an honest mistake that you just made, you would have told me at the time that you are sorry, Askis, and what, and then everything would have been sorted. But now I didn't even tell my friend that I'm going to talk to her about this. And when already you jumped the gun and you told her in the car, she's going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Balance me real quickly, love. Just that. And he couldn't say anything again. And then I asked him to leave again. And then he went out. And I told my friend that I don't expect her to leave. I know how we are as women. And I know how we are when we are in love. And with the fact that they were getting married, made it all the more harder, and they had a child and they were planning a life together. So I feel like it took a lot of courage from my side to talk to her about that, but I didn't want to live with any guilt. And so sharp, that happened. That is the story. We were fine, but then this thing was bothering me to a point where I felt like I didn't want to be part of the wedding anymore. I told her that I can't be a bridesmaid anymore, simply because that would mean that I'm going to be close to this person, and it would mean that he got away with what he did, and I am fine with what he did if I continue being a bridesmaid at your wedding. But I am willing to support you at your wedding as a friend. But I don't want to be part of the bridesmaids anymore and whatnot. And I think that is where everything just went. So from there on, things were not nice anymore. Um, and then eventually, I think the next day, she blocked me. I saw that I was blocked on WhatsApp. And then I was also blocked on, because I wasn't sure about the WhatsApp thing, but then I found certainty when I checked my Facebook, and she blocked me on Facebook. Right. So then I thought, you know what, it's okay. Maybe she'll come around or whatever. And then she didn't come around, because now it's been 3 years. And we don't talk, obviously. And since then I haven't been able to commit to a friendship as I have had to that one. Again, I prefer just, going out and having drinks, and it would end there, or having certain things that we do with each other. But it would not, it's not, I have never had an intimate friendship with someone again since that one. So now, recently, I realized that, you know what, Miguel, you are traumatized. You have an issue, and you haven't dealt with it, and you have been suppressing it. And you are so scared of people now. You are so scared of meeting new people, and especially women. So now I am so careful of investing in people. And yeah, so I feel like we don't talk about such things enough. We are all about romantic relationships and umjolo uyanyisa in tonton. But guys, I was dreaming about that person for the longest of time. I was thinking, how it would be should we meet each other again. I think she's not in the same city as me anymore, because they were planning on going to another city after getting married. So she's not here anymore. But it's a small world. And how weird I told myself, it would be so weird if I could bump into this person and then nothing. And then what happens now? Do we just greet each other and then we pass each other, or what do we do? And a part of me feels like I have to understand. I need to understand that she had to make a choice. It was a tough one, I believe. I don't think it was easy for her. Because I would like to believe that she loved me too. As much as I love her, I believe that she felt the same way. So yeah, I don't think it was easy for her as well. But yeah, guys, up to now, I don't know what, or maybe time is going to take it away. But I think I find my comfort in the fact that maybe she's not one of them. She's just not one of the people that is continuing this journey of life with me, but I would like to say that, I don't feel any hate or anything towards her. On the contrary. And this talk that I'm having now, this video, is not for me to expose her or her partner or whatever. It is me going through my journey of healing. Because what I've also realized, guys, what I've also realized is that healing is not, it's not a 1 day thing or a 1 year thing or whatever. It's a process. It's a process. And I think I've come a long way. Yes, I am still crying when I'm talking about this, but I think that is only because, guys, when I am in a relationship with someone, whether it's romantic or it's a friendship, I give my all. I honestly, I invest in it. My time, my effort, my everything. So when it gets taken away, it's like a part of me gets taken away with it. And we don't realize, but with time you lose parts of yourself to certain people. And I think that is why I'm at this point where I feel like I can't give another part of me to someone and then I lose them eventually, and then I lose another part of me again. So yeah, guys, we've spoken about this. If I know that a lot of us have had situations where we've lost friends. um I don't know, you guys can maybe comment with what you have experienced, or how we get to the end of this healing process, or how it works. I don't know, but all I know is that we are going through different things, and we go through a lot, and we just, this life thing, man, as we're getting older, this life thing, yo, ah. Thank you guys for tuning in and for having story time with me. um I hope next time we can talk about a more lighter topic or issue. In fact, I think I should just um do a Q&A next time about myself, where we get to know each other better. Bye.